For millennia, whispers and legends have spoken of a sacred object, an artifact unlike any other, said to hold the very power of God. It's known as the Ark of the Covenant. According to ancient texts, the Ark was a magnificent chest, crafted from acacia wood and completely covered in pure gold. 2 golden angels, cherubim, stood guard over its lid. But it wasn't just its beauty that made it so revered. Inside, it was said to hold the most sacred relics of ancient Israel, the stone tablets of the 10 Commandments, Aaron's rod that miraculously budded, and a golden pot filled with manna, the heavenly food that sustained the Israelites in the desert. But the Ark was far more than a simple container for holy items. It was described as an instrument of immense, almost terrifying power. When the Israelites carried it into battle, entire armies were said to crumble before it. Stories tell of those who dared to touch it unworthily meeting an instant, fatal end. It was a direct line to the divine, a physical manifestation of God's presence on earth. When King Solomon built his magnificent temple in Jerusalem, the Ark was placed in its most sacred chamber, the Holy of Holies, bridging the gap between the heavens and our world. And then, it vanished. Sometime around the 6th century BCE, the Babylonian Empire swept through and conquered Jerusalem. In the chaos and destruction, the Ark of the Covenant disappears from the historical record. There are no accounts of its capture, no stories of its destruction, just silence. This silence has given birth to centuries of speculation and countless theories. Where did it go? Some believe it was hidden away in secret tunnels deep beneath the Temple Mount, waiting to be rediscovered. Others think it was spirited away to Egypt and buried in the vast desert sands. One of the most enduring and fascinating legends takes us to Ethiopia. The Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church claims to have been the Ark's secret guardian for thousands of years. They say it rests today within a small, unassuming chapel, the Church of Our Lady Mary of Zion in Axum. According to their sacred tradition, the Ark is so powerful, so holy, that no one is allowed to see it. Only one person, a single chosen guardian monk, can ever lay eyes upon it. This monk dedicates his entire life to protecting the Ark, never leaving the chapel grounds until the day he dies, when a new guardian is chosen to take his place. Of course, most modern scholars take a more skeptical view. They argue the Ark was likely just a casualty of war, captured as treasure, or destroyed during the Babylonian invasion. But the mystery persists. Some believe it wasn't destroyed, but deliberately hidden by the priests themselves, to protect the world from a power too great for humanity to handle. This is where the story takes a fascinating, almost sci-fi turn. What if the Ark wasn't just a religious symbol? Some theorists propose it was a piece of advanced, ancient technology. Think about the descriptions from the Bible: blinding flashes of light, the sound of thunder, and even voices seeming to emanate from it. To a modern ear, this sounds eerily similar to electrical phenomena, high-voltage discharges, capacitors, and maybe even a form of radio communication. Could the Ark have been a kind of divine power source, a weapon, or a communication device, its true nature misunderstood by ancient people who could only describe it in spiritual terms? Was the Ark of the Covenant a sacred bridge between faith and the divine, a scientific marvel of lost technology, or simply a powerful symbol of humanity's unending quest for something greater than ourselves? Perhaps it was all three. The truth remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. The Ark may have vanished from our world, but its legend, its power, and the questions it raises continue to captivate us, refusing to fade into the pages of history. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey into the past. If you love exploring history's biggest enigmas, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an adventure. See you next time.